What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Burrow77 here to talk about the Euro semifinal we have this afternoon. Spain is taking on France, and as we all know, one of the issues this tournament has been France's lack of production on the offensive end. Only one goal scored from a non-penalty kick. And it was, an own goal? Yeah, it was the own goal versus Belgium. And Spain has kept a clean sheet pretty much. I mean, they gave up an own goal versus Georgia. They gave up a goal versus Germany. France has been keeping clean sheets most of this tournament besides versus Poland. So this one screams the under. I think that it's a really good call to kind of split your unit here for either team to win in extra time or PKs. I was talking to my Discord earlier about that today. Either team to win in extra time is plus 500, and either team to win in pens is plus 360. So I do like that if you think that we're in for extra football today. Elise was asking Mbappe 3 shots or shot on target. I kind of like splitting the difference here and going with 2 shots plus a shot on target for the correlation. I haven't really shopped that around, but I'm assuming that kind of gets you a plus number here. So let's see. 2 or more shots for Mbappe is minus 650. Shot on target numbers are not where they're supposed to be. Mbappe at minus 230. I don't know. 185 doesn't do much for me there. I'm just checking to see if this price is even playable. That's just where my head first went. It's not that I don't think he's going to have 3 shots. It's just that I think that this first half is going to be really cagey. And I think that we're going to see kind of a minimum on shots here. Minus 340 for a shot on target. No, so this combo really isn't all that playable. What's Mbappe for 3 shots, Elise? Just wondering. And then I assume you're looking to work this into a parlay because that shot on target number is a standalone. Just isn't doing much for me at minus 230 or at minus 250. So Fabian Ruiz, full game, 2 shots at plus 100. I definitely can get behind that. Let's see. Minus 120 over on DK. Plus 100 on FanDuel. Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. I'm probably going to play his first half shot here at minus 125. But I definitely like full game at plus 100 there. Fox bag, first half draw. I can definitely get behind that. I can get behind draw full match as well. Let's see what the odds on first half draw are. Who the fuck's calling me right now? Oh, cool. Spam. Eat a dick. Draws at minus 130 for half. Minus 115. I can definitely get there playing minus 115 here in the first half over on FanDuel. First half under a goal at plus 138. I can also get behind that. I think that's a really good look. Theo one shot at plus 100. Yeah, I love Theo. I think that he's going to be pushing up the left-hand side here. Navas, instead of Danny Carvajal, is a major liability. I think Nacho Fernandez is going to hold it down at center back, but he is going to have to shift out and cover for Navas. I think Navas for a card is a great look here. I think cards will be flying in this game since you pretty much have to get 2 yellows to be suspended for the final. And if you get 2 yellows, that's a red and you're suspended anyway. I really like Olmo shots here as well. Danny Olmo has been red hot. He's getting the start here. I kind of like I like his anytime goal as well, though I do think that this is going to be a pretty cagey game. If anybody gets a goal in regulation here, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Spain. So at least, yeah, definitely a same game parlay piece for 3 shots. Yeah, look, if you're asking me, would I rather go 3 shots or 1 shot on target for a piece to a parlay? It's always going to be 1 shot on target. I'm going to take the lower number each time, like the lower number of things he needs to do. I do think he shoots 3 times. I do think that he eventually gets a shot on target here. But I think that the price point on both of those are kind of suspect to be looking into working it into a same game parlay just because of the lack of production we've seen out of Mbappe with the mask on. He definitely doesn't like rocking the mask. So I don't know. I have plenty of exposure to Mbappe anyway. I need him to score like 3 more fucking goals. So I'm pretty cooked on him, and I'm just not looking to add to my exposure on Mbappe. How big a problem is the 3 missing players for Spain? Sean, I obviously like Lee Normand, but I think Fernandez rotating in it is a fine swap for him. I really like Nacho. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm a Madrid guy. But Nacho, big game Nacho, is always prepared. Nacho's always ready for any role you give him or throw him into. And he's always showing up in big games. If you remember back to UC, or not the last UCL that we just won, the one prior to that versus Liverpool, go watch Nacho versus Pool. He puts fucking Salah in his pocket and does not let him breathe. For a team that ended up having like 22, 24 shots on Madrid, Nacho did an absolutely flawless job there. And then in our run in 22-23, when we played Liverpool and smacked them 5-2 in their crib in Anfield, Nacho, again, did a phenomenal job. So I think that Nacho for Lee Normand isn't a huge detriment. I actually think Olmo for Pedri is a massive improvement here for France. And again, I'm biased, but Pedri's a bitch, bro. All that dude does is flop to the ground, cry, complain, try and draw cards. Olmo actually knows what he's doing, can find passes, and shoots the shit out of the ball. This guy is on pace. If he gets a goal here, he'll have 3 and he'll be leading the Golden Boot race because the tiebreaker there is assists. So a little bit of a sprinkle on Danny Olmo to win Golden Boot if you think Spain advance here isn't a terrible look. Navas is obviously a huge downgrade from Danny Carvajal. Danny Carvajal is off gluten, and he's probably the single best right back on the planet Earth playing the game of football right now. So that is a major problem. I like Navas to be booked. I think Theo Hernandez and Rabiot are going to cause problems over there. If France is able to get on the front foot and commits to the attack. What do we think about Danny Olmo? He was letting them rip when he came in for Pedri. Yeah, Danny Olmo is going to continue to let him rip. I like him to shoot. I like him for shots on target. And like I said, he's one off of being tied for Golden Boot. And the tiebreaker for Golden Boot is assists. I think he's got 4 dimes. So I don't hate taking a little sprinkle on Danny Olmo to end up winning the Golden Boot here. If you're into long shot futures markets that you can wait a couple of days to settle. That obviously won't be done until Sunday, and it's reliant on him getting a goal here today or Spain advancing and him getting a goal in the final. Saw Mbappe's shot on target plus Argentina money line minus 110. Like that a lot. Also have a play on France PK pick'em plus 100. Lean both teams to score plus 110. Wanted to hear your thoughts on that. 8-ball. So Mbappe's shot on target plus Argentina money line. I think that's a Brad Thomas parlay, and I'm definitely not going to smack talk it. Brad's a good friend of mine. I work with him over at BetUS. I've worked with him a couple of different places. I on the phone with Brad probably twice a week. So yeah, look, Brad's a great handicapper. He knows what he's doing. If you like Argentina on the money line and you like Mbappe for a shot on target, I think that's a nice little builder parlay that should have easy opportunities to get out of. I think Canada is live here against Argentina, and people are just going to say that it's my bias against Argentina. You're right, but I don't know, man. I want to run through a brick wall for Jesse Marsh, so I assume the Canadian players do too. I think that game's going to be tough, but Argentina probably does ultimately win that in 90 minutes. I don't think it ends up going to a PK shootout, but I think it would be fantastic. I'm not playing France on a pick'em. France hasn't shown me anything offensively that I can get behind here. I know that Spain has a little bit suspect defense with Navas playing right back and some depth issues creeping up here for Spain. I just don't like France with Rabiot in the lineup. I think that they look much better with Camavinga. I haven't seen anything I like out of Dembele. Conte is fine. He's up there sucking up space. He's fine. His offensive stuff doesn't impress me, but his defense is really, really good. So yeah, I think that France is in here. I don't want to say for parking the bus, but a 0-0 game going to extra time in PK here. I think France is more confident because they have the depth. So I'm not into France on a pick'em for the 90-minute line here. I think the best opportunity is to play draw, but I don't hate playing a pick'em line. If you want France, who was the more favored team coming into this tournament, at a plus number, and you're perfectly fine taking your money back for a draw. Both teams to score. It would be nice. It would make for an interesting game. I'm not about it. I can't get with that here. It's a nice number. If you like it, go ahead. I'm personally just not going to be on it. I'm going to be on first half under here, under a half a goal. Dembele, 2 shots, plus Fabian Ruiz, 2 shots, plus 130. Good bet or nah? It's okay. Let me just pull up Dembele's tournament history real quick. I don't think he's been shooting very much. And even if he has been shooting, it just hasn't been super effective. So I've been pretty down on Dembele all tournament. And again, I am a little bit biased because he is an ex-Barcelona guy. But I just really don't mess with Dembele like that, to be honest with you. He does have a pretty good shooting history here. He's taken 8 shots. So he's got 3 versus Portugal, Austria, Netherlands, 2 versus Netherlands, 1 versus Poland, 2 versus Poland. Yeah, I guess the only game he didn't hit that was the Austria game, and I feel like he was a sub for that one. Let me check the lineup here. No, he started and got booked and pulled early in that one. So, yes, he has been hitting 2 shots pretty consistently. I don't know. I think instead of adding Dembele to get 30 cents on the dollar, just play Ruiz at plus 100 for 2 shots. 30 cents on the dollar doesn't move the needle there for me with a liability like Dembele. Again, Dembele is a liability here. He's not adding much value to anything you're looking at. So I would just get Dembele completely out of your parlays. Anything that's sitting at like minus 400, even though he's done it with good consistency, it's a parlay killer. I don't like that. I hate that. And if you have to have a bet on Dembele because you're a Barca fan or you're a PSG fan, just bet him to score or assist or to put a shot on target. Don't try and shoehorn his 2 shots into a parlay. It's adding very little value for you. Tuchemeni 2 shots wagon. Look, you don't have to twist my arm to get involved in Tuchemeni 2 shots. I like Tuch for 2 shots. I like him for a shot in the first half at plus 105, to be honest with you. And yeah, I like Tuch. Again, I'm biased. I'm a Madrid guy, but we've all seen what Tuch can do, and this offense is super stagnant. So you got to think that you want him to rip some shots from outside the box here. And we all know how accurate he is with his long line breaking passes. Those balls on the ground are damn impressive. So I love a Tuch screamer from outside the box or from the top of the box. So yeah, I definitely like Tuch for 2 shots. Plus 175 is a pretty decent price. I'll just take a quick look here to see if I see anything else. Plus 140 over on FanDuel, which isn't super great compared to plus 175. And we'll take a look at DraftKings here. Tuch for 2 shots is plus 170. So yeah, I would play it on DraftKings at plus 175 or wherever you're getting plus. DraftKings is plus 170. If you can get plus 175, obviously take the extra money. Camavinga is not out. He's on the bench. Deschamps just loves Rabiot for some reason. I think it's a terrible call. I think we saw how much better this French side looks with Camavinga in the lineup. I think we see how good Camavinga looks for Real Madrid. I think that continuing to play Rabiot is a mistake. Camavinga gives you a ton more off the ball, and defensively, he also has pretty good offensive stuff. The only thing that Rabiot's giving you that Camavinga isn't giving you is a target inside the box for headers. So I hate that move of starting Rabiot over Camavinga. France goalkeeper to have 4 more saves plus 130 might be a look for me. And Spain goalkeeper, see, I was talking about this early in Discord, Fernando. I'm glad you brought it up. I do really like Spain's keeper to have 3 or more saves at minus 120. Simone is outstanding. He's the keeper for Bilbao. I watched pretty much every fucking game Bilbao played this season. Look, I like that Bilbao team a lot. They finished 5th in Spain. They lifted the Copa del Rey. The Williams brothers are cooking. Munayin got a nice little retirement tour. I know Simone is capable of completely standing on his head. So if you think that France is going to possess the ball and threaten in the final third here, I love Simone for 3 shots and maybe even a little sprinkle on 4 at like plus 220. I think that is a really good look. Nico Williams shot on target plus 145. I love Nico for a shot on target here. I do think that is going to be the tougher side to operate on. Maybe not, actually. I think Nico versus Koundé is a good matchup. I think that they're very familiar with each other, both playing in Spain. I think that Nico, there's a lot of rumors about Nico heading to Barcelona. First of all, they're fucking broke, so they can't afford him. And second of all, why the hell would he ever leave Bilbao? I mean, like, unless you're really going to back up a dump truck full of money and put this guy on 300 to 400 thou a week, he's staying at Bilbao. He's balling out with his brother. That's his childhood club. He just helped them lift the Copa del Rey, and they're playing European football. So I just don't see teams being able to bait Nico away for anything like that. Dembele plus Fabian is 190. Again, it's okay. Do you really like 90 cents on the dollar for adding Dembele in there? That's my question to you. Unless you are on an offshore and Fabian isn't plus 100 for you for just his 2 shots, like, just let me know. Like, let me know, Will, if you're trying to get something in on Dembele because he's like a favorite player of yours, let me know. I'll see if we can maybe work something else in here for Dembele. I just feel like his 2 shots really isn't adding a ton of value to plays that I think have standalone value. And that's where the decision is for me, is 90 cents on the dollar for Dembele worth the risk for him to put up 2 shots. Again, he's done it in each match except for when he picked up a card and got subbed out in like the 70th minute. But he's just not had a great tournament so far, in my opinion. So just let me know what you think, or what it is you're looking for, or why you want to back Dembele so much, because I'm happy to try and help you, steer you into a more profitable angle on Dembele if he's your favorite player. I just don't really like the guy, and I don't want to put my money on him. So I think you're just adding additional risk here to a play that has value as a standalone. Mbappe anytime scorer, France double chance. Mbappe too. Okay, King, go ahead. I'm not getting involved in that, like, at all. I told you guys I have some risk on Mbappe as a future that I've already written off. I only need him to score 4 fucking goals this tournament. He has 1. Like, I'm pretty confident that money is gone. That said, plus 235 Mbappe anytime goal scorer, you're never going to see a better number than what you're seeing today. If you think Mbappe can play through the mask and finally picks up the offensive prowess, yeah, I think that this is probably his best opportunity with Navas back there at right back, who I liked for a card a lot today. I can't with Mbappe right now. If you want to, go ahead. I'm not going to, though. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at. I'll tell you that this is the best value you're ever going to see on Mbappe, unless France somehow qualifies and they play in the final. So, you know, if you're an Mbappe hardo, go ahead. I'm not getting involved. Theo Hernandez, shot on target, plus 600. Love that. Think Theo's going to be bombing up the left and getting into the offense here. Nico getting blanked. Elise, it sounds like you're a Barca fan. I'm not going to lie. And that's okay. I just personally don't think Nico's getting blanked. I don't rank Koundé that highly. I do think that he's going to have the tougher side to work down with Conte, Koundé, and Upamecano. I think that's the better side defensively here for this French team. But, you know, Theo Hernandez and Rabiot's the easier side to attack, especially with a very pacey Yamal. So I do like Yamal stuff here today more than Nico. I don't think Nico is getting blanked, though. Like, I think we'll still see and feel Nico's impact on the pitch here. Won't see Mbappe anytime goal scorer this high ever again. Yeah, I get it. France haven't scored and they're boring, but can see a counter and Mbappe burning Navas. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm 100% with you. The price point on this prop is absolutely outrageous, and you're right. I just said we'll never see this number again. So if you have to have it, go ahead and have it. I've said it several times that Mbappe at a plus number is kind of a must bet. I don't know. With this broken nose, I'm just done burning money on the guy. Laporte, 1 shot on target at plus 500. I can get behind that on the back line there for your target guy. I also don't hate Upamecano or Saliba. I think either two of those center backs for France is a pretty decent look. What's going on, Leg? Live from work. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. Theo Hernandez to attempt a shot plus 100. I absolutely love that. Deleted your first post because it was incorrect, but still came across on your end. No worries, man. Not necessarily big on Dembele for sure. I'm just, that's just kind of where I'm at. I think that Dembele, for the low return you're getting on his 2 shots, is more of a liability than a benefit. And that's just my personal opinion. Again, I don't know why so many people are on Dembele. It's probably because they just don't like how Mbappe has looked. But if I'm France, I'm going right at fucking Taylor Navas from the rip because that is Spain's biggest weak point here. You're substituting out Danny Carvajal, who's probably the best goddamn right back walking the face of the earth at this moment, and he's off gluten, by the way, for Taylor fucking Navas. You're about to get cooked, fam. So I like Navas for a card. I like him for falls. And again, I like cards in this game. I think this is going to be physical. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be tackle heavy. I think we're going to get a lot of whistles that stop the flow of play, which is bad for Spain's creativity and good for France's, midfield and defense to try and keep Spain out of their final third, because Spain's showed the most teeth and most attacking prowess of any team in this game or in this tournament. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. I don't like Dembele because I think that is the much, much harder side to attack. Better off grabbing a Bud Light than betting on Dembele. Better return on your money. Travis, shout out. Thank you for joining, brother. Appreciated the shout on the Oaks line to have another Bud Light when I had the cold one sitting there in the koozie last show. That was very entertaining. So thanks, Travis, for bringing the comedy. Ask yourself, can Navas stop Mbappe? No. So yeah, again, if you want to get involved with Mbappe, I'm here for it. We got about 4 to 9 more minutes for you guys. So keep dropping any questions you have. Danny Olmo, 2+, Tuchemeni, 1+, seems like a good builder. I can definitely get behind that. Let's just see what that is priced out here on the 2 most common books, I would say. Danny Olmo, 2 shots. Tuchemeni for a shot. You're getting -110 on DraftKings, which isn't terrible. Tuchemeni, 330. Danny Olmo, -220. -106 on FanDuel. I think that's a pretty decent number. I like that as a builder here, Carlitos. I think that's a good look. So I like that. I like that a lot at -106. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to share that idea in Discord just as a little bit of an idea for a builder. So shout out Carlitos. I like that one a lot. I think I might get involved with that and play it myself. So yeah, you know what? I am gonna get involved with that. Carlitos, good play, my man. I'm in. I'm riding with you. Give me Danny Olmo 2 shots and Pooch for a shot at -106 over on FanDuel. Love that. Definitely not a Barca fan. Just think he's not efficient with his shots on target. Yeah, at least, look, I can see it. Nico Williams isn't afraid to shoot, and when he does, he's got, I think that he is pretty decent and gets him on frame and challenges the keeper. I think he's an absolutely elite dime man, and I think he makes a ton happen with his crossing, his corner ability, and his balls played into the 18-yard box. So I love, what Nico Williams does as a winger, and that's create for the guys in the middle, whether it be Morata as a striker, maybe playing some hold-up ball, or getting the ball back and across the box to Danny Olmo, or back to Ruiz in good shooting position, or leaving it for Pedri. And we know every single person in this midfield can shoot. So if you like Spain to score in regulation, I love Nico for an assist today, straight up. And not even taking him to score or assist. I would just take his dime straight up, because I think that if Spain gets his goal in regulation here, it's going to be a pretty greasy one, and it's going to come from some sort of hold-up play where Nico dribbles Koundé and gets the touch line and then cuts it back for a wide-open Rodri, Ruiz, Olmo, or even like a Laporte or Nacho Fernandez or Navas pushing up and just gets a greasy kind of hey, I beat you to the touchline, dribbled past a couple of guys, you're out of position. Let me cut this back to the middle and we'll score a goal. Oh, you're a Madrid fan. So, hey, shout out Elise. Appreciate you. Hola, Madrid. You know the vibes. Love the first half under goals for value. Yep, same here. Minus almost 140. So under half a goal in the first half is definitely something I'm going to be playing. Navas card plus 350 on BetUS. Mike, I absolutely love that number. Go ahead and play it. I would play Navas. Probably, I didn't know his number was going to be plus 350. I was guessing it was going to be probably around 225, 250. So if you're getting anything above 250, I love Navas to be booked. So go ahead and play it. Shop around, get your top of market, but plus 350 is a great number. So yeah, I like that a lot on Navas to be booked. Plus 500 on DK for what? Sean, I'm trying to find your last comment. Kamavinga. Yeah, I'm not sure which maybe that's for the Navas card. But yeah, let me know. Orchard, goal in both halves, no. Under 2.5 at minus 115. Definitely don't hate that. I think that's a creative way to get involved in an under at a playable price here. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay, so Sean confirms plus 500 on DK for the Navas prop. Again, I think that's a really, really long number. I was expecting it to be in like the 250 range. Everybody doesn't have access to onshore books, so I think that number is still playable even on an offshore book. I know I hate leaving money on the table myself, and I always want to get top of market, but I don't have onshore markets here in Michigan for bookings. So I have to go offshore, and I would still play it plus 350. I think that's value there on your dollar. What's going on, Larry Bowie? Thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate you too. And unless you guys have any more questions specifically on bets, I'm kind of going to start wrapping things up here. I'm on the first half under a goal. I like draw here. I'm probably going to split a bet between either team to advance in extra time and either team to advance in PKs. I love Tuchemeni shots. I'm going to play that parlay that Carlitos cooked up. Danny Olmo to take 2 shots, Tuch to take 1 shot at minus 106 on FanDuel. I think that's a really good look. I like Ruiz to take a shot in the first half here at minus 125. I also think Yamal has value. I like Yamal full game because I think that he's going to find space with Theo Hernandez pushing up to challenge Navas. I like Navas booking. I like under for the whole match. I do think that this is going to be a draw at the end, and the under 2.5 is probably not playable. Yeah, minus 190, not playable. So you got to get creative and do something like Orchard's doing here. I think he got a very nice playable number on the under 2.5 by including goal in both halves. No. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I want to remind you guys that we will be going live tonight as well for Argentina versus Canada right around 7:10 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys are not liked and subscribed on YouTube, please subscribe on YouTube. It is a massive help to me. It costs you absolutely nothing, and you will get notified anytime I go live or do some sort of pre-recorded content on YouTube. So that is a massive help to me to be able to continue bringing you guys shows like this into club season. So please do like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you like content like this and you like sports discussions like this, join the Discord. I charge $15 a month. I think it's really reasonable. We're in there all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just talking sports. Anything that's on, anything we're looking at, angles. Sometimes we're not even betting. We're just chopping it up and shooting the shit about sports. So I got a really good crew of guys. I think you all would enjoy it, especially if you like talking sports like this. So appreciate it. Plug in the Discord. plugging the YouTube. Don't forget to check out merch if you like the Sassuolo logo that I knocked off. Then yeah, we got t-shirts, shorts, sweatpants. Sweatpants are super fucking comfy. The joggers are bomb in the winter. The sweat shorts are decent in the summer too. So yeah, I don't know. Check out the merch. Links are all in the video description right here below on YouTube. Otherwise, it's tftdrip.com. I will be with Leg on Wednesday night. We will be back here tomorrow for Euros again around the same time. But appreciate you guys all tuning in. Stink. But that's all the time I have for you today. So best of luck. Let's get this bread and, let's go Spain. I like Spain to advance here. Minus 120-ish. I have them in a little parlay with Uruguay. Spain and Uruguay to be champions of both cups. So would love to get that one home at almost 35-1. Appreciate you guys. I'm Oaks. I'm out. Doses.